Hello, success team. Good afternoon, Saturday afternoon. I hope everybody is enjoying their day wherever you're at, whether it's sunshiny, snowing, whatever. I am here in Middle Tennessee. It's absolutely beautiful with the weather change. A little chilly, but nice and fall. So I want to talk to you guys about a few things real quick. This will be a short live, but it'll definitely be one to help you and your team just be transformed to the next level. Hey, Laura, thanks for logging on. Thanks for joining this afternoon. I want to talk to you about some important tips that will help you and your team. And some of you are probably thinking, my team, I'm brand new to this. I'm just an affiliate. But guess what? You're a leader. Everybody has leadership abilities. And the more leadership tips you get, the more it's going to help you. And these basically can be used whether you just got started in the business or whether you've been in it for a little while. With that being said, the first one is kind of obvious. It's attitude. Attitude is everything. Zig Ziglar, for those of you who know who Zig is, he talked about your attitude determining your altitude. And that is the most true statement, because the fact of the matter is you can only go as far as your attitude will allow. One negative thing can shut you down. It can shut you down in your mind. It can shut you down in your business, and it can just wreck yourself. So you've got to keep the right attitude. So what is the right attitude? Obviously, be invincible. So invincible and unoffendable, and be there. Hey, Barb, thanks for logging on. And be there for your team members, because if your attitude is in the right place, guess what you're going to attract? The right attitude. So whether you're brand new and you don't have a team yet, stay positive, or whether you have a huge team here in the success team, like Barb's got thousands of people on here. And do you ever see Barb get on here and complain? No, because her attitude is projected. She's attracting what she wants. She wants people that are going to have a great attitude. That's what we all want. So never have a negative attitude, okay? It's super duper important, especially on your Facebook. If you're using social media to market your business, you can't post anything that's going to bring division. Division is not a good thing. You want to, be all things to all people in a sense, so that you can, get those people in there to hear what you've got to say. Because guess what? I don't know about y'all, but for me, when I start seeing that negative stuff, it's unfollow, unfollow, unfollow. You need people to follow you, not to do that. Yes, always being positive is huge. It's huge. The other thing is the second thing you need to do is push for one more. And what does that mean? What does that look like to you? Have you ever been like running laps and you're like, okay, if I could just do one more lap? That's what I'm talking about. If you have made multiple phone calls and you're getting ready to quit, just go ahead and do one more. Just go ahead and do one more. Everybody has to have the right goals set in order to be able to meet their goals. For example, my goal right now, my husband and I are pushing for 25K. We desperately want 25K. So we're not just saying that we want 25K. At the first of the month, we figured out we needed about 833 business volume points approximately a day in order to reach that goal. So now we're taking the steps necessary trying to do that. Maybe you're just trying to hit 5K. I think it's like 166 business volume points a day. So as you are marketing your business, as you are attracting people to your brand, as you are out and about talking to people, it is always good to be able to just push a little bit harder, because you want to meet that goal. So what if you only get 50 business volume points? It's okay. Guess what? Next day, you're just going to work a little bit harder. You're going to push a little bit harder. But set your goals and set a reasonable amounts. Hey, Vicki. Hey, David. Thanks for logging on. So reasonable goals that are obtainable so you can get some successes, okay? So the first one was have a great attitude. The second one is just push a little bit harder for one more, whether it's your goal, whether it's your call, whether it's your prospect, that last message of the day to a client that's kind of been in limbo on whether or not they're going to come in. Go ahead and do it. It'll change your mindset. The other thing is reject rejection. Now this is huge, 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 okay? Because some of you may or may not know, I'm a Christian counselor and had a workshop this morning on rejection. And this is a biggie for a lot of people, okay? All throughout, people deal with it. We deal with it all the time. We've dealt with it in relationships, or maybe you've interviewed for a job or something like that. But in the industry that we're in, It's very important that you understand that you have to reject rejection. You have to not look at it, oh, they didn't buy my product, or oh, they don't want to be on my team. Those mindsets will shut you down. You don't need any negativity. You don't need those harassing thoughts of, oh, they just don't like me, or, I'm not a good enough leader. None of that. You have got to reject all of that, because the fact of the matter, if someone is not interested in the products right now, that just means right now. I have multiple people that have ordered from me in the last 3 months that 7 months ago was like, oh, there's no way I'm doing that stuff, or I have no interest in that whatsoever. Just saying. No right now does not mean a no forever. So maybe it's an insecurity in them. You've got to change your perspective and recognize this is not about you. Get your mind off of you and get your mind on your client or your potential or your team member, and find out how can you serve them to bring them up a level. Because if you get caught in your mind, all about me, I call it the I disease, I want, I think, I feel. If it's all about you, it's going to be a lot harder for you to attract people to you to be able to serve them, right? So reject rejection. It is not your friend, not your friend. And the last thing is don't give up. Don't give up. So many times, we might have the mindset, maybe you make phone calls, or maybe you've sent messages, or whatever the case may be, and you've talked to like 10 people. And every single one of them are like, no thanks, I'm not interested, or so forth. And I'm not talking about calling them and going, are you buying my CBD, or you want to join my team? I'm talking about building relationships. I just got off of a call with a woman that I know from my church, and she's a sweet woman. She had made a post about her dog not doing well, has some heart issues and so forth, and I recommended CBD. Now, when I called her, I didn't go, hey, you want to get some CBD for your dog? No. I spent time building a rapport with her. How have you been? What have you been up to? How are the grandkids? And we talked for a good 5 minutes, and I listened to her about where she's at with her health, where she's at with her family, and then what's going on with her dogs finally came up. And I was able to give her viable information. And in the process of the conversation, as we're talking about her dog, she starts telling me about she's got this little spot of rosacea on her cheeks. I'm like, hey, we got a group. You want to get in there and learn some information? She wasn't ready to go into the ATM group. However, I believe that when she talks to her husband, they're going to order a director's pack. Why? Because I talked to her about her physical body and needing the oil and so forth. Talked to her about her rosacea, maybe using the face products, her dog treats, and how amazing the coffee is. So I am hoping that they will do it. Now, if they don't do it, am I going to be upset? No, because it's a matter of timing. My timing and what I think other people should do has nothing to do with the success that I'm going to measure my business with. My business is measured on 2 things: being faithful to show up every day, do something to move the business forward. And the other thing is to have a servant's heart, because when people know that you care, they're going to be more apt to deal with you. So you want to attract those type of people. So these things will help you and your team as you're trying to figure out, hey, how can I keep my head straight? How can I, keep my attitude positive? I encourage you, have some accountability. Ask, Barb or, Laura or David or Vicky or any of you that are on here, get somebody and say, listen, this week, I'm going to talk to 50 people. I'm going to talk to 10 people a day, and I'm going to push myself for 1 more every day. And so I'm going to talk to at least 11 people a day about the business. And by the end of the week, you got a whole lot of people you've talked to, and some of those conversations will prepare you for the follow-up next week. So maybe only 20% of them sounded a little bit interested. That's okay. That's more than before you started. But if you have the idea that, oh man, you know what? It doesn't matter. I can talk to people all day. Nobody wants it. Or even worse, if someone asked me about the oil, I'll talk about it. No, you're not going to rank up like that. And so maybe you're in the business just because you like the products, but I believe most of us are here because we want to change the world around us. This is a movement that we're catching a wave on. Lives are being changed financially and physically. And I don't know about y'all, but I could use the money in the bank account because I got some big goals. So the fact of the matter is the more people that you help, the more people are going to learn to help others. It's just like you are going to build what you are. So if you're negative and you don't want to push and you just want to stay where you're at, you're not going to attract the type of people you want on your team. So if you're brand new, have your attitude in check. Make sure that you reject rejection. Always push for one more. And always, always, always make sure that you're doing it with the servant's heart. If you've been around for a while, never give up. So if you've been around for a while and maybe you're kind of stuck and you're thinking, daggone it, man, I've been stuck at 5K forever. I've been stuck at 10K forever. Change your perspective, because your perspective is going to shift. Stop and say, okay, you know what? I might have been stuck in this place, but I'm getting unstuck. And how you get unstuck is having the right attitude, shifting your mindset, going back and saying, okay, you know what? There's people that I talked to 3 months ago. It's Christmas time. Maybe they need to fill their stockings. Or there's some people that, I noticed that might have been interested, but I didn't really follow up with them. Time to give them a call. Time to shoot them a message. Time to go to coffee. If you've got somebody that you know that is like a real game changer, somebody that's got massive leadership skills. I was in corporate America. I got my eye on some people that I've been watching. I'm after them. They don't know it. But whenever the time comes, I'm going to be, pitching it to them. I'm not going to be like, join my team, please join my team. And waiting for them to, kind of hang up there and say, finally, after I've nagged them. No, if you beg people to get in the business, you'll have to beg them to work. You want to attract the people that see the potential. And by seeing the potential is you yourself seeing the potential. There's so much potential in this business. You've got Barb Miller, who is a super affiliate as your leader in this group. This group is rock stars. Like, I'm telling you, rock stars in this group. Why? Because you guys are all on the right path. And I'm not saying anything to you that I don't say to myself every single day. Maggie, you have the right attitude. Maggie, don't give up. Reject rejection. Keep pressing on. Do one more. These are things that are going to help you catapult your business to the next level. So enjoy your Saturday afternoon. I just wanted to hop on here while I was kind of fresh in my spirit, because today as I was teaching and I was talking about rejection, I thought, man, we have to deal with a lot of rejection sometimes, but that's okay. You just reject it. Okay? It's got nothing to do with you and your ability to lead, because you guys are rock star, amazing leaders. And I believe it because you're right here in the success team being successful. So y'all do that. See you next time. Ciao.